Okay, call hello Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the sincere brothers and few sisters who are doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. This is Elder Yashawamba's video. He did yesterday, various topics, and this guy is Marcus Rogers, and he's going to or attempt to dismantle the black Hebrew Israelite doctrine. So you already see the whole black thing. Like, come on, you already know you're wrong. But anyway, um, this dude at some point in the video, I think I kept watching past a little bit, but he's like, "Let me get my Greek and Hebrew lexicon. That's a good thing to have." And I just kind of laughed out loud. And at that point, Elder Yashawamba pauses the video and says, "Let me know on the comment board, uh, all those of you that grew up in the church, um, did you ever use the Greek and the Hebrew?" And the answer is no. It's an emphatic no. And I, on my father's side, are at least 5 pastors spread throughout the South. I've traveled, for church as a child, being in the choir, doing the usher board, all that other bullshit stuff. And never once did I ever hear anybody say anything about the Greek origin of a word or the Hebraic or the Hebrew origin of the word. I never heard anything about a Paleo Hebrew, which is the biblical Hebrew. I never heard of the Assyrian script. None of that. Not a single time. And I never, like, Deuteronomy 28 was news to me. I was well in my 20s. And all you hear is the pastor. He'll get up, read one scripture, and then just go off in a tangent and a rant talking about nothing. And if you can attest to this, let me know. And then you get out of church, and then you hear them old people, "The pastor preached a word today." Okay, did he? What did you learn? Nobody learned a thing. It was just all to keep you in a drunken stupor. And then, you know what? Let me get this real quick. To the law, Isaiah 8:20, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them, and the Lord is not in that whorehouse that is called the Christian church or the Catholic, especially, because it's an offshoot of Catholicism, but especially in that. Um, there are many times I remember doing Easter speeches, right? Christmas speeches, Christmas plays, Easter plays, Thanksgiving. There was Halloween, or they would have church on Halloween, and then have the kids dress up and, um, do it within the safety and the confines of the church. All of these abominations have nothing to do with the law and the testimony, and they have nothing to do with the word of the Lord. None of that is biblical. And when you try to bring that up, I remember bringing that up, and it was what he just. Yeah, people need to have fun, and people need to blah 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 blah. Like, there was never an outcry. And now that I'm fortunate and blessed enough to witness the great awakening of people, now these Christians want to uh jump on the bandwagon, right? They want to disprove and dismantle, so to speak, the devil's doctrine. Now, if there are other camps, I only follow GMS. There are other camps that certainly do go way off, and whenever I see them exposing a doctrine, it's with these other camps. It has nothing. It's not GMS. I've seen GMS correct other camps, but even the other camps talk shit and hate on them. But it's to be expected because they actually have the truth, right? And that is why I give the elders and apostles double honors, because that's who I learned from. I learned the truth of the Bible from them, because not one time growing up in the church did I hear anything um, like Obadiah, I didn't even know this was a book. You understand me? I was never encouraged as a child to read the Bible and to understand it. Or when I did try to read the Book of Revelations, what was that old Negro superstition? You lose your mind trying to you need somebody to teach you that. You need a pastor there. You'll lose your mind. The whole time the pastor don't know jack shit. Right? I didn't know this was a book in the Bible. I didn't know anything about this. Ezekiel, I didn't know the prophecies in Ezekiel. Oh, they always want to say the Old Testament is done with or in the biblical times. We're the whole time we still there. We still in biblical times. There are prophecies in the Old Testament that have yet to happen. I learned nothing in the Christian church except how to be a bigger nigger and a reprobate. If you go to Levitical laws, all right, um, damn, what chapters of dietary laws? How about we do? We'll just do it like that. I can't remember what chapter the dietary laws is. There we go, Leviticus 11. I never read Leviticus 11, and the time that I did, while I was still in church, I was told that you're not supposed to call unclean what the Lord has made clean. That had nothing to do with actual food. Right? The legacy of Christianity is lies on top of lies, child molestation, right? Adultery, anything that has to do with order. No. And that's why the first scripture I got was Isaiah 8 and 20, because there is no light in that Christian church. All right. So this is the Levitical these dietary laws, I'm sorry. Yeah, laws about animals for food. It tells you what you can and can't eat, plain as day. But a Christian will make an excuse for that. Avoid the unclean. And it's funny because now I don't even tell people anything. I just say no, thank you. If there's, if there's a, especially my father, the first thing they say, because he tried to offer me some sausage he got from some butcher shop, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. I told my pops, I'm like, I don't eat pork. What's the first thing he say? Oh, what you Muslim? And no disrespect to my father, but that is the void of light that Christians have. Right, so I didn't want to be long on this. I'm gonna go back and finish watching this, but there are a lot of things um, that the legacy of Christianity just oh boy. Let me wait a minute. Oh, and then this I did a video on this a while back, but there was a list of sexual abusers. I did a video on this, and this is a part of the legacy of Christianity, so-called white and so-called black. Adultery, abusers of children, anything that is the absolute opposite of lawful behavior is Christianity. And all you got to do is go up to the altar on Sunday morning and cry and let the pastor pray over you in the name of sweet Jesus, and you're good. You never have to change, right? You never have to clean up any of your ways. You never have to do any of that. So I find it hilarious now that we have a great awakening and um these Christians, they just don't know what to do. They run around lost, looking crazy, thinking that they're exposing something. You're not exposing anything. If anything, you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that. Um, Aparatazat, I'm gonna finish watching this, and I may or may not do a part two if the spirit allows. But I just wanted to come on and say that when he asked, "Did you ever go into the Greek and the Hebrew?" the answer is an emphatic no. All you are as a Christian is somebody that is docile and in a drunken stupor, heading for destruction, calling on the name of a false god, living abominably, lawlessly, in a way that is not pleasing unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So, all right, that's all I got, man. Shalom. I'm gonna finish watching this.